Om Shanti. Today's Murli, sweet children, the Father gives you new knowledge for the new world through which the sun-dynasty clan is established. This knowledge is not known to anybody, and that's why it looks strange. When they hear this knowledge, they feel like from where this knowledge is coming. They never heard about it. So it's a new knowledge because it get destroyed with the destruction of the world. But with this knowledge, supreme power is establishing Sun Dynasty. You are now becoming masters of the clan. Now we only will become masters there. So question is, which firm faith should you have so that you can easily claim your right to inheritance? So first of all, have the faith that the same unlimited Baba has come to create heaven. While at work, remember that you are the children of that Baba, and that when you become master of heaven, you will have infinite happiness and you will easily have the right to inheritance. And the mercury of infinite happiness of those who have firm faith will always be high. If you don't have happiness, you can understand that faith you have isn't even worth a few pennies. So if our faith is very deep, exactly like needed, like we have full faith, then we'll have the happiness in all situations. But if we don't have a faith, soon any situation or anything happening will be feel low, unhappy. Om Shanti, whose praise is this that from day we meet, our days change, our night is change. This is the song. So whose praise is this? That of the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. When we met him, our day and night changed. He's called the Supreme Beloved, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the one who resides in the Supreme Abode. You children are experienced, those whom the Supreme Father has made belong to him. You children have then made the Supreme Father belong to you. First, he recognized us, and then we recognized him. Param Supreme means the one beyond. It is in your intellect that you souls reside in Supreme Abode with Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. So nobody knows that what is their real home and who their real father is. No one in this world has this knowledge. They consider themselves to be forms of God, and so no knowledge remains. When that Supreme Father, Supreme Soul comes and meets you, he speaks new thing for the new world. There are new days and new nights in the new world. In the old world, there are old days and old nights. There are many types of sorrow. In this old world, so many types of sorrows are there. The majority is unhappy. At night, they use the sword of lust and continue to commit sin during the day. So Baba has told that lust is the supreme enemy. In the new world, there is constant happiness. This surely stays in your intellect. Nobody else knows this. They keep on doing the sin because they don't know what they are doing. There is the kingdom of Sun Dynasty. Lakshmi and Narayan in New World. It is not said to be the kingdom of princes and princesses. It is said to be the kingdom of kings and queens. Truly, there is dynasty of Sri Lakshmi Narayan in golden age because it is heaven. There is lot of happiness. There is a pure kingdom. The Father is making you into the masters of the new world. At that time, there is no other dynasty or religion in the world. Now, how many religions, how many dynasty also runs, but there only one religion. When you explain to people that king and queen and subjects truly are, all are pure in new pure world. They are constantly happy. In pure world, happiness is there. They all are constantly happy. Now they are constant sorrow because purity is the mother of happiness and peace. If purity is not there, happiness cannot be there. It's very short lived. It is at the confluence age that you can compare what there is at the end of Iron Age with what there will be at the beginning of the Golden Age. We can compare both the ages. What there is today with that what there will be tomorrow. Unlimited night is now coming to an end. Then tomorrow in the day you will rule the kingdom. Now we are in the night of the world cycle. And surely after night, day will come. Always people used to say a proverb, night don't remain long. Surely after night, day will come. But about which day they used to talk, they also don't remember. That day of happiness cannot come in this age. When that day of happiness will come, the age will be changed. All the sages and holy men sing, the purifier is Ram, who belongs to Sita. When you hear them singing this, ask them, whom do you remember as the purifier? Who is impure? And who will purify that one? What is the impure world like? And what is the pure world like? Surely the one who purifies the impure will come and purifies you and take you to the pure world. The end of the Iron Age is called impure world, and the beginning of the Golden Age is called pure world. Everyone remembers him alone. The pure world is heaven. And so it is definitely the incorporeal Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, who establishes heaven. It is Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, who is the creator of the pure world, heaven. There is no praise of the creator of hell. People continues to burn his effigy. People don't know him, but they have named him Ravan. There cannot be human being like that. Like a 10 head, there is no human being. Human being take rebirth and continue to change their names and form. The name and form of Ravan never changes. Like God name never changes. Ravan name never changes because he is not a person. He is not a uh, somebody with head or something. So his name never changes. He don't take birth. There are always 10 heads every year. They continue to increase it by about 6 inches because Ravan continues to get bigger. So before days, Ravan's effigy they used to burn, no, it used to be smaller one. But day by day, every year, its size is increasing. That is also part of the drama. Nobody know that and nobody has put attention. That size of Ravan's effigy that they burn keep on increasing. Now they make it so big, and every year by 6 inches it grows. That means its power is growing. He is Tamopradhan, and they continue to burn him. You now understand who makes you impure. These 5 vices are called Ravan. They cause you sorrow and make you impure, therefore renounce these vices. Sages and holy men, etc., generally take these vices as a donation. They say, okay, give me your habit of telling lies. For lust, they generally say that you are allowed to indulge in vice once and twice a month. No sage or saint can say, like God, that you have to completely leave your vices. They say, okay, in a month you can have 1 or 2 times. However, here it is the question of all 5 vices. If you simply catch hold of one thief, another thief would come to steal. So it is very easy to explain this to anyone. It is said a sinful soul or a great soul. There is only 2 types of soul. It is never said impure supreme soul or great supreme soul. Only soul can be sinful, soul only can be purified. So who would purify souls? They would definitely point to God and their vision would go upwards. But when would he come? If somebody asks, we will point our finger towards up. It is general. Anyone know this 7 discourse or not? Automatically finger goes towards up. He is there. But nobody knows when he comes, from where he is coming. What is his name? Shiv Jayanti is very known in Bharat. His name is Shiv. He is not given any other name. Only the lingam image enters their intellect. When they speak of Somnath, the image of lingam enters in their intellect. But he is not big like lingam. He's just point like us. You souls now know that Supreme Soul is also like a star. Stars are also called astral deities. They are not astral gods. You are astral stars. You cannot be called God. So the Supreme Soul is a point. How would he be worshipped? Now the nakshatra that are worshipped, that are also our remembrance only. Therefore, people on the path of devotion created the lingam image. He isn't anything as large as that. Souls don't grow large or smaller. Therefore, it is wrong to make him large. No human being has accurate knowledge of the Supreme Soul. These things are very subtle, they ask. If he is an extremely tiny point, how can we remember him? Oh, it is very easy for a soul to remember his father. It is just that the father's praise is unique. Nobody can be praised like him. Ocean. Souls are all the same, good or bad, elevated, degraded. Sanskars are in each soul. Knowledge is in a soul. A soul is so tiny. People become poor or rich, but that too is according to the sanskar of the soul. How our karma will be, like that only we become rich or poor. You children have all of this knowledge in your intellect. People don't know God, and this is why they don't have knowledge of souls. They have wrongly considered God to be omnipresent. God is not present everywhere. The soul imbibes all of this. Each soul sheds a body and takes another according to his sanskar. This soul is saying this. People consider themselves to be human beings when they speak. Here, you have to practice considering yourself to be souls. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul is teaching us souls. People say that souls are immune to effect of action. If souls are immune, then where the sanskar recorded? No, they are not immune to actions, effect of actions. They only have to have the effect. They are very confused. The Father has to give this new knowledge for the new world. Human beings living in the old world cannot give this knowledge. Therefore, you have to know the Father. Devotees have to claim their inheritance from God. Devotion has continued. They continue to look for God in pebbles and stones. They believe that everyone is a form of God. In fact, all are brothers. Now we have so many deities that we worship, that they are God, they are God, they are God. But actually, they are our brothers because all are what? Children of God. All human beings from Lakshmi and Narayan onwards are brother or brothers and sisters because they are children of Prajapita Brahma. If you say that they are children of Shiv, they are incorporeal soul. So as a soul, we all are brother and child of Shiv Baba. But as Brahma Kumar and Kumaris, when we become deities, we all become brother and sisters. Then when they live in a household, they forget the consciousness of brother and sister. Now, when we come into these vices and start living in household in the copper age and iron age, we forget who we are, and that's why we indulge in vices. But if we remember it, we will never indulge in vices. This surety also very seldom souls get. Then, when they live in household, if they knew, they would not indulge in vice. The Father is now telling you once again, do not indulge in vice. You are children of one father, brother, and sisters. Brahma is now sitting in front of you. You are his children, BKs, Brahma Kumaris. This is the way to stay in household and also remain pure. There is an example of Janak. First of all, have faith in every respect that the Father has come to create heaven. You have the faith that is the same unlimited Father. We will definitely claim our inheritance. He's telling Man Mana Bhava, Madhyaji Bhava. These are very simple matters. While at your business, let your intellect remain aware that you are the children of Baba and that you are to become master of heaven, and you will then experience happiness. This is cycle of 84 birth. The cycle of 84 is only of sun-dynasty deities. We only, sun-dynasty deities only take 84 birth. You know that you are spinner of the discus of self-realization. By only speaking of the cycle, you cannot explain the birth. This is why you have to say that you are spinner of the discus of self-realization who know the cycle of 84 birth. So you would then remember the Father and also the 5 ages. We are now going to heaven. Our 84 birth have now come to end. Continue to spin the cycle. Let your intellect continue to spin while you continue to work for your livelihood. Baba has told you to give the knowledge of discuss of self-realization to his devotees. When you explain to them, they would instantly have the faith that they truly do take 84 births. If someone is not going to take 84 birth, he would not be able to imbibe this. Now, anyone we are giving this knowledge, those who are having 84 birth, they will immediately grasp it. But those who are not of this clan, they will not understand. They cannot imbibe it. The meaning of 84 birth is that you will first go to Sun Dynasty. If someone hears even a little knowledge, he will definitely go to heaven, but he'll not take 84 births. He might still come later. Then he would not take 84 births. There are such subtle matters of knowledge. There are so many karmic accounts. Nevertheless, Father says, okay, if you are unable to understand the deep significance of this, then at least belong to the Father and claim your inheritance. We are Shiv Baba children. have the intoxication that he is the creator of heaven. However, Maya does not allow you this to stay. Some say it is not difficult to remember the father and the inheritance. What can Maya do to us? We will definitely claim our inheritance. These are such easy matters. When the arrow strikes some, they have a lot of happiness by remembering father and inheritance. Until you have that happiness, Baba would say that faith you have is only a worth few pennies. The mercury of happiness of those who have firm faith is always high. If a king does not have a son, he would say, I will adopt the first one to enter the fortress. Then a queue forms. There are queues even at matches. There are even queues for bottle of milk. So there is a queue for becoming child of God also, very near to God. So he's telling they go and stand there early in the morning to get, the bottle of milk, just for a bottle of milk. Then to get the position, the inheritance that God is giving, shouldn't we wake up early in the morning, and from early morning itself we should start our effort? Otherwise, they understand that they would have to wait in the queue. If they don't wake up in the morning, they have to wait long. So here too, there is a queue to become a child of God. To remember the Father is the race of the intellect. However, you can continue to do your work. Let the hearts of your soul continue to remember Father while your hand continue to work. Lovers and beloved don't just sit down somewhere. They continue to do their work, but their intellect are connected to each other. Therefore, here too, your intellect have to be connected to one who makes us into the master of heaven. Whatever time you have, continue to make effort for this. You have to live at home with your families. This is not renunciation of karma. You definitely have to do everything for your livelihood. The father has now entered the body of Brahma and says, I am your father. I am making you into the master of the world. Will you not make me belong to you? You belong to me. So have yoga with me. Otherwise, you won't be able to come to Vaikunt, my land, heaven, Swarglok, Satyug. You won't be able to come if you don't do yoga to me. If you don't remain pure, even after belonging to me, you would defame my name, and there would also be lot of punishment. Those who defame the name of Satguru cannot go to the gate of heaven. Cha, love, remembrance, and good morning to long lost and now found children from Bap Dada, Mother, Father, from whom you claim your inheritance of constant happiness of heaven and your fortune of kingdom by becoming spinners of discuss of self-realization. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. From the spiritual children, good morning, Namaste. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Essence for dharna. In order to become a garland around the father neck, make your intellect race on the pilgrimage of remembrance. While doing everything for your livelihood, spin the discus of self-realization. Never defame the Sadguru. Don't perform any action that would defame the Father's name. Blessing, may you constantly cooperative and by using whatever remains of your body, mind and wealth for God task, accumulate multi-millions. So he's telling whatever is remaining with you now, your mind, your body, your wealth, use it for God's purpose, then you will accumulate multi-millions. In the memorial of Govardhan mountain being lifted, each one's finger has been shown. This is a symbol of your cooperation. In this image, the Father company and also his service has been shown. You children have now become cooperative and Bap Dada with Bap Dada, and this is why the memorial has been created. You lost 99% of whatever you used in devotion in terms of your mind, body, and wealth. So use the remaining 1% for God task with an honest heart, and you will once again accumulate multi-millions. Slogan: those who are humble automatically receive everyone's respect. Those who are humble automatically receive everyone's respect. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.